time for us to begin our meeting. Good evening. We're going to begin with the invocation by Mary Lou Stevens. And Mary Lou, if you'll come, please. Serves as chaplain, Baptist Health, and blesses a lot of folks' lives. Part of the Richmond Ministerial Association, many years. I've been able to call her my friend. Thanks, Mary Lou.
Please pray with me as we enter into this time of decision-making and call for courage and wisdom. Gracious and loving God, first of all, we give you thanks for the city of Richmond, the place that we call home, where we feel safe, where we feel that we belong. We give you thanks for the commissioners who have been elected to make decisions in our best interest, and to our mayor who rules over the city with wisdom and grace. So for this meeting, we ask and know that we are in your presence, but we ask your guidance. We ask for your wisdom. We ask for those who get up to speak to be kind and generous. We ask for those who are making decisions to be guided by you. So for all these things in this time where we celebrate, and I see that there have been hugs given here, what a joy it is together in your presence, gracious God. Come and be with us. These things we ask in the name of our Lord Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mary Lou. Good to see you. I'll ask Philip Seifert, please, to come and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And the flag.
Would everyone please stand, and we'll give the proper respect to our flag of our country and join together in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Philip. We'll call the meeting officially to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Cole.
Here.
Commissioner Goebel.
Here.
Commissioner Newby.
Here.
Commissioner Brewer.
Here.
Mayor Blythe.
Here, thank you. We have three presentations tonight. The first is the Children's Champion Proclamation. Phyllis Adams is here, and we want to, Phyllis, if you'll come. This is always one of the joys of the year when we celebrate with those who work so hard and so long for the well-being of our children. I want to read this proclamation, then I want Phyllis to say what she wants to say and show us what she wants to show us. Be a Children's Champion Month. Whereas Madison County values every child and family, whereas citizens need to care for children and support children's issues, programs, and activities, whereas government officials, medical professionals, business leaders, church staff, law enforcement, youth leaders, and the media should work together to promote drug prevention and drug education, and whereas citizens throughout Madison County need to help children have the type of environment at school, at child care, and at home that will allow healthy development and appropriate learning opportunities. Now, therefore, I, Robert Blythe, Mayor of the City of Richmond, do hereby proclaim the month of March in the year 2025 as Be a Children's Champion Month in the City of Richmond, Kentucky, in support of the Be a Children's Champion promoted by Children's Champions of Madison County. Phyllis, it's always a joy and an honor to present this, to represent the work that is done for our children that you've done for so long among us. Come on.
And we thank the commission and definitely thank the mayor
because over the years, we have worked together in so many different ways for Children's Champions, and promoting this once a year to our community is so, so very, very important. If you just listen to the proclamation, it tells you a lot. But in addition to that, we also have a number of organizations that plan activities during the month of March, just again to encourage parents and others to think of the best things that you should do for children. And also, we have the billboard contest, and some of you may have already seen it. This is the winning billboard this year. It's by Danielle Martin from Daniel Boone, and it says very appropriately, "Be a children's champion and shine like a star." That tells it all right there. If you're a children's champion, you will shine like a star. And I see several that shine 24 hours a day here. I see the police officers. That's a 24 hours of being a children's champion, so thank you so much. But our students start in October, and the 2 top drawings from the elementary schools are brought to a meeting in January, and that's where the billboard is chosen. And so we want to make sure that we reach out and have parents and grandparents and family to do the right thing for the children. And also we want to make sure that others in the community do what they can to prevent drug use, to prevent the drugs being pushed on our children. There's a lot of bad things going on in our country for children, and we do not want that to happen in Madison County. And I love to have this group of people to hear it, because you can pass it on and say, folks, we've got to be a children's champion. Thank you all so very, very much, and be a children's champion.
Yep, okay. No, no, you can go on up. Yep, you're good.
I'm going to ask at this time that Philip Seifert would come and on behalf of the Battle of Richmond Visitors Center and give us an update. Good to see you tonight, Philip.
I see that my reputation has preceded me, that we have about half of the Richmond Police Department here. I'm the last one you have to worry about. Our presentation tonight's a little bit heavy at the first and a little bit lighter at the end, but we recently inaugurated a new president on January the 20th, and that's the traditional day that the president is inaugurated. But that's only been done on January 20th since 1932. Before that, it was March the 4th. And next Tuesday, March the 4th, 2025, is going to be the 160th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's second inaugural address, with his immortal words of malice toward none and charity to all. And we're going to resurrect, reenact, recreate that event right here in the Richmond City Commission chambers next Tuesday on March the 4th, 12 noon. And we have a Lincoln presenter, Mary Todd will also be here, and Kentucky Supreme Court Justice Pamela Goodwine will administer the oath of office. And we'd love for you to come out. This is probably the greatest speech that any American has given up to this point. And if you have any questions, you can call us out at the Visitor Center, and we'll get you taken care of. Now for a little bit lighter stuff. People don't realize that there has been a crop growing since March and April of last year, and it is coming into, they're becoming ripe. So it's time to pick them and to bring them out to the Visitor Center. Lifesavers are in season. And we're asking people to go and get a bag of Lifesavers, individually wrapped, does not have to be, whatever flavor you have, just individually wrapped, between March and April, and we get them to a group in Lexington, and they get them into care packages serving our military serving overseas. 2 years ago, I had a little girl from Iowa and at the visitor center, and she broke down on me because we were doing Lifesavers. And she remembered getting Lifesavers in her care package. Now, whether they came from us or not, we'll never know. But she said it was so nice to see the other side of the giving. And we usually do about 65 to 70,000 Lifesavers, and Deaton will be out to help me count them at the end of April. So if you have any questions, the dust never settles out there. You know, bring your friends out. You have visitors during vacation time. And if you have any questions, just give us a call at 859-624-0013. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip. A very worthy project and effort on your part. We appreciate the enthusiasm that you put into it every year. Thank you, sir. Carrie Hensley will come now. She's our Economic Development Coordinator and present a new business for us, I believe, tonight.
Yes, as the mayor said, I'm Carrie Lee Hensley, your Small Business and Economic Development Coordinator. And I would like to invite Vernon Morgan to the podium. He's going to tell us about his new business, what he does and where he's located. So I'm going to turn it over to Vernon.
Like she said, my name is Vernon Morgan. I don't know if it's a news business. I just bought it recently and took it over. But I recently purchased Nat's Barbershop. I've changed the name to The Barbershop. We're on 1695 East Main Street, Suite 2. Right now, we're running Monday through Friday. Our hours Monday, Tuesday, 7:30 to 6. Wednesday, we take half a day, 8 to 2, but we are starting to open up Saturdays from 8 to 12 right now. We may run it a little longer, depending on how well we have. And we also offer our first responders discounted haircuts. You have to let our barbers know that you're a first responder so they know to give you the discount. If they don't, you won't get the discount. Sorry if you don't. But that's about it. I've been a barber here 12 years here in Richmond, but this is my new shop, and hope you're all come by and see us, and most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Are we getting a picture?
Get a photo with
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
You want us to stand? Yeah.
I know. We walked in and went, are you kidding me? That's hilarious. I know. I almost took this off because I was like, two wild women.
All right, let's see if we can move expeditiously. I had a chance to look at the minutes from our February 11, 6 p.m. meeting and our workshop meeting from February 20, noon workshop meeting. If you've had a chance to look at those, maybe have a motion, please bring to the floor for discussion and approval.
I move.
Commissioner Newby,
Second.
Commissioner Brewer, is there any question, comment, discussion about those minutes? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole.
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Order 25-32, order of the City of Richmond promoting a police officer to lieutenant. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas the City of Richmond has a policy of promoting officers for the position of lieutenant, and whereas this officer has successfully completed the promotional process, which has consisted of a written exam, self-evaluation, leadership assessment scored by an outside agency, and an oral interview conducted before a selection panel, and whereas the panel has recommended the promotion of this employee. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following officer is hereby promoted to lieutenant Effective payroll date, March 21st, 2025, pay grade 5. Pay based on fiscal year 24-25 police pay scale by years of service. Daniel Kirsten. Hire date, original 2016. This employee shall be on a probationary status for a period of 12 months after the effective date, which will be entitled to a position reversion should they be unable to successfully complete the probationary period, and shall be entitled to receive all fringe benefits as afforded to city employees. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and passage by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's Order 25-32. May we have a motion, please, bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
So moved.
Commissioner Goble,
Second.
Commissioner Newby, is there any discussion?
So that would make him Lieutenant Dan.
Any further discussion? Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Mayor Blythe?
Yes, thank you. This time, Chief, if you'll come and assist us with the pinning ceremony. Evening, sir.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners, and Commissioner Newby, thank you. We appreciate that. It always excites me that when we bring forth promotions, because you're seeing the future leadership of this agency. And it's good to see that these young men and women are promoting up through the ranks. And one of those individuals tonight is Lieutenant Daniel Kirsten. He's here with his wife, India, his children, Obi, Rowan, Woods, and Rose, and of course you can see with a lot of family and friends. But Dan, if you and India, Obi, Rowan, and your brother Josh could come forward, please. I'd also like to point out that Dan's father wanted to be here tonight, but he couldn't. He is currently instructing some firefighters and police officers in New York. But he has joined us remotely, so we wanted to give him a shout out to say, thanks for joining, and I hope everything you can see and hear us real well.
Hey, buddy. Well, you're going to get it a lot, so I just might as well throw it out there.
So Dan was hired in 2016. He has approximately 9 years' experience with our agency. He was promoted to sergeant in 2021. Dan is a member of our unmanned aircraft division, our drone unit, and he's also part of our collision reconstruction unit. One of the things that you may not know is Dan was Officer of the Year in 2018 for his efforts regarding traffic safety enforcement, including a traffic safety checkpoint program. At the time, at the agency, we didn't really have a policy or a program for traffic safety checkpoints. And Dan helped set that program up. And done a lot of research with past Supreme Court decisions, local court decisions, and things that would apply, and came up with a policy that has withstood many challenges here in local court. So we think we're doing the right thing, and we're moving forward as an agency. But all because of people like Lieutenant Daniel Kirsten. So with that being said, if Obi and Rowan and India and his brother Josh would do us the honors of pinning on his new rank of lieutenant.
So cute.
They found the stash.
We're going to have some extra pins.
Yes,
Not
yeah, we'll make some
Exactly.
more, Chief. yeah.
That's okay.
Just in
Yeah.
case.
That's good.
There's another one.
Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Lieutenant Daniel Kirsting.
Now, Daniel. I'm going to do this, if you all will be patient just a moment. When they were here a few days ago, I wanted to make the boys inductees into the mayor's junior mayor force. So let me come down and do that. I think those are those pins there.
Yeah, lucky number 7. That's what it'll be for me. Wild.
This makes you the mayor for the day, okay? You're the mayor for the day. You got to share this. Mr. Mayor.
That would have been really well. Like what? She had been. Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. 3 girls. Poor Caleb. Mom,
Now, I
too.
always tell the children that this pin and being junior mayor for the day is not free. What they have to do is find somebody that you can be nice to today. Can you do that? Can you find somebody that you can be nice to today? Oh, yeah, that's great. I had a problem one day. There was a lady after I had pinned her son. She looked at it and said, now maybe you can go home and be nice to your sister. Oops. Oops. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor.
Congratulations.
Okay. Appreciate those of you who were coming in. Hey, Jordan. Chipper. Good to see all of you. Appreciate you much. Ordinance 25-03, an ordinance of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, changing the zoning classification for property located on Spirit Drive within the city limits. This is a second reading. We will vote tonight. Mr. Attorney is not present, and Madam Clerk will read in his place. Thank you.
Whereas SNR Enterprises LLC owner has filed with the Richmond Planning and Zoning Commission an application for a zoning map amendment for Spirit Drive, Lot 2B, 2.8 acres of Richmond, Kentucky, and whereas the property is currently vacant land with a zone classification of B3 Highway Business and requesting a change to R3 Multifamily Residential Apartments. And whereas the Planning and Zoning Commission conducted the hearing for the zone change on December 18, 2024, and of course which it received evidence and testimony from persons in favor of or opposed to the requested zone change. And whereas at the conclusion of the hearing, the commission voted to recommend that the zone change be granted. And whereas the commission at its meeting adopted written findings of facts as to the zone change, and the issue is now before the Board of Commissioners for final determination. And whereas the Board of Commissioners believes it to be in the public interest that it adopts the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission in accordance with the findings of facts adopted by that body. Now therefore be it ordained that Section 1, the Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the recommendation of the Richmond Planning and Zoning Commission as to the requested zone change for the property in question located in Richmond, Madison County, Kentucky, on Spirit Drive, Lot 2B, 2.8 acres, deed book 830, page 669. The Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the written findings of facts adopted by the Planning and Zoning as its findings of facts. In accordance with those findings, the zone change of the property shall be and hereby is changed to the property currently vacant land with a zone classification of B3 requesting to R3. The Director of Planning and Zoning shall make the appropriate changes to the official map for the City of Richmond, Kentucky. This ordinance shall become effective immediately upon enactment following second reading and publication in accordance with the requirements of applicable Kentucky law.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's ordinance 25-03, and again, this is a second reading. May we have a motion, please bring to the floor for discussion and approval.
So moved.
Commissioner Cole?
Second.
Commissioner Brewer, is there any discussion? Anything, Mr. City Manager, that you want to this time? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
No.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. 4-1 there.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Favored, yes. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Ordinance 25-07, an ordinance of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, changing the zoning classification for property located on the corner of Barnes Mill Road and Robbins Drive within the city limits. This is a first reading. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas Peyton Homes LLC, owner, has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission an application for a zoning map amendment at the corner of Barnes Mill and Robbins Drive in Greenway Heights, lots 1, 2, 3, and part of 4 and 6 in Block H, .68 acres. And whereas the property is currently vacant land and zone classification is an R1A, single-family residential large lot, and requesting an R3 multifamily residential apartments, and whereas at the Planning and Zoning Commission conducted the hearing on January 22nd, 2025, in accordance which it received evidence and testimony from persons in favor of and opposed to the zone change, and whereas at the conclusion of the public hearing, the Planning Commission voted to recommend the zone change be granted, and whereas the Planning and Zoning Commission at its meeting adopted the written findings of facts to the zone change, and the issue is now before the Board of Commissioners for final determination, and whereas the Board of Commissioners believes it to be in the public interest that the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission in accordance with its findings of fact adopted by that body. Now therefore be it ordained that Section 1, the Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the recommendation of the Richmond Planning and Zoning Commission as to the zone change. Property located at the corner of Barnes Mill Road and Robbins Drive. Greenway Heights, lots 1, 2, 3, and part of 4 and 6 in Block H, .68 acres, deed book 847, page 610, plat book 2, page 117. The Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the written findings of facts adopted by the Planning Commission as its findings of facts. In accordance with those findings, the vacant lot land, zone classification R1A, is hereby requested as a R3 multifamily residential. The Director of Planning and Zoning shall make the appropriate changes to the map for the City of Richmond. This ordinance shall become effective immediately upon enactment following second reading and publication in accordance with the requirements of applicable Kentucky law.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This is ordinance 25-07, and this is a first reading, so we do not vote tonight. May we have a motion, please bring to the floor for discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Goble, Commissioner Brewer. Is there any discussion at this time?
I just had a few questions.
Commissioner
And City Manager, did you want to add anything first?
No, I think there is representation here for this, so I think they have legal counsel and maybe the owner here if they want to answer questions.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was clear. I know that Barnes Mill is one of the roads within the city of Richmond that we've struggled with a little bit in terms of traffic, and we're trying so hard to work on traffic, you know, on that end of town as you go through Barnes Mill and out to Goggins and Tate's Creek and so forth. So anyway, I was just trying to understand a few things. As I understand it, am I reading it right that it's a .68 acres? So we're talking a very small piece of land, correct?
That's right.
And so it's zoned right now, single family, and we want to change it, the proposal is to change it from a single family to multifamily apartments, is that right?
That's correct. And I think they're putting, best I recall from the planning and zoning meeting, I forget, I think it was 6 units, 6 or 9 units they're trying to put in there. Is there representation here? How many units was there?
7 units.
7 units.
And also a parking lot down at the end, so that, I'm the units behind it. The ones that I just fixed.
Facing Barnes Mill.
Mhm.
We're putting a parking space, parking lot on that corner, and there's multifamily in that entire cul-de-sac there.
And I'm gonna put that parking lot there, so they park backing into the road. Thank you.
Yeah, they'll enter on.
Anything further, Mr. City Manager?
The parking lot, if I'm not mistaken, will serve both the new apartments and the existing. So it'll help with some parking, is that correct?
Yes, and they'll enter from.
There's already apartments that's on the end, right?
Yes, and it's,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's facing, our lot is facing the
Right.
apartments existing on Robbins, and they're also non-conforming, single-family.
Yeah.
So would the house at the end of Robbins Court be taken down and apartments put there, or does the house stay there too?
That's a rental property that somebody else owns.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only house that.
Any further discussion? All right, the vote will be placed on our next regular meeting. Ordinance 25-08, ordinance of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, changing the zoning classification for property located at 818 Barnes Mill Road within city limits. This, too, is a first reading. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas Van Winkle Real Estate Holdings LLC, owner, has filed with the Richmond Planning and Zoning Commission, an application for a zoning map amendment for 818 Barnes Mill Road, 1.58 acres. And whereas the property is currently vacant and with a zone classification of B3 highway business and requesting an R3 multifamily residential apartments. And whereas at the Planning and Zoning Commission conducted a public hearing on January 22nd, 2025, in the course of which it received evidence and testimony from persons in favor of and/or opposed to the requested zone change. And whereas at the conclusion of the hearing, they voted to recommend that the zone change be granted. And whereas the Zoning Commission, at its meeting, adopted written findings of facts as to the zone change, and the issue is now before the Board of Commissioners for final determination. And whereas the Board of Commissioners believes it to be in the public interest that it adopts the recommendation of the Zoning Commission in accordance with the findings of facts adopted by that body. Now therefore be it ordained that the Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the recommendation of the Richmond Planning and Zoning Commission as to the zone change for 818 Barnes Mill Road, 1.58 acres, Richmond, Kentucky, Deed Book 859, page 353. The Board of Commissioners does hereby adopt the written findings of facts adopted by the Planning and Zoning Commission as its findings of facts. In accordance with the findings in the zone change, property shall be changed from vacant land, B3 to R3. The Director of Planning and Zoning shall make the appropriate changes to the map for the City of Richmond. This ordinance shall become effective immediately upon enactment following second reading and publication in accordance with the requirements of applicable Kentucky law.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's ordinance 25-08. This is a first reading. May we have, please, a motion to bring to the floor for discussion.
So moved.
Commissioner Brewer,
Second.
Commissioner Goble. Is there any discussion?
I just had some of the same basic questions. I was looking at our materials, but I'm not clear on how many units is being proposed?
I think it's 18.
18 apartments?
Yep.
Because you can put that on 1.5 acres, right? That's our
Right, I think
distance.
it's 1.6,
Six.
yeah, that's what you can put in that density.
That includes
density
putting
for
the
that
roads
acreage.
in and everything, right?
Yeah,
Sidewalks, lighting.
parking.
Any further discussion? All right, in our next regular meeting, we'll have the second reading and we will vote. Order 25-31, an order of the City of Richmond appointing a new member on the Human Rights Commission.
Whereas there is a
Clerk, please.
vacancy on the Human Rights Commission, and whereas this citizen has expressed an interest in serving and has made a commitment to attend all meetings, now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that Susan Sintra be appointed to the Human Rights Commission for a full 3-year term effective February 25th, 2025, and expiring 2028. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. May we have a motion, please, to bring order 25-31 to the floor for discussion and approval?
I move.
Commissioner Newby,
Second.
Commissioner Brewer, is there any discussion? I think her information is there, yes, and she's over at Madison Central High School as a teacher. She's very anxious and excited about serving on that commission. No further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. So done. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Order 25-33, order of the City of Richmond accepting a resignation by an employee in the police department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas Jet McKnight in the Police Department has submitted a resignation notice to the city, now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners accepts the resignation of Jet McKnight from the Police Department effective February 26, 2025. The Board of Commissioners would like to thank him for his service since 2022. This order shall become effective immediately upon adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's order 25-33. May we have a motion, please, bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
So moved.
Commissioner Goble?
Second.
Commissioner Newby, is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it, so done. Thank you. Order 25-34, an order of the City of Richmond hiring an employee for the Finance Department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas the Finance Department is in need of a full-time finance clerk, and whereas the position was advertised and interviews conducted, and whereas the city manager has recommended a hire for this position. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following individuals hired contingent upon their successful completion of the city's pre-employment requirements as finance clerk for the Finance Department. Pay grade 2, effective March 3rd, 2025. Tatiana Laird. She is an at-will employee and will serve a 1-year probationary period. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's order 25-34. May we have, please, a motion to bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
I move.
Commissioner Newby
Second.
and Commissioner Cole. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? I'm using the voice vote in order to protect the clerk's voice in the absence of the attorney who was to do some of the reading tonight. If there is no discussion, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Thank you. Order 25-35, order of the City of Richmond appointing a new member to the Codes Enforcement Board. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas there is a vacancy on the Codes Enforcement Board, and whereas this citizen is interested in serving on the board and has made a commitment to attend all meetings, now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that Charles Chuck Keller be appointed to the Codes Enforcement Board for a term of 3 years expiring February 25th, 2028. This order shall become effective immediately upon passage by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And I think you corrected that.
Yeah,
That-
I read-
That's
yeah.
Keller.
Not
And,
Keller,
you can
yeah,
correct
sorry.
that as, May we have a motion, please, bring Order 25-35 to the floor for discussion and approval?
So moved.
Commissioner Cole,
Second.
Commissioner Goble, is there any discussion? We'll say this, Chuck was here in the building a few days ago, and for those who don't know him, he was just really coming home. For those who are not aware, this used to be the Richmond Bank, this building. Chuck was one of its officers, and he showed us upstairs where Lisa and Wanda and Rob are, where his office was.
Yeah.
When he was here with the bank. So we're happy that he's willing to serve. He serves Consumer Protection Agency, and certainly will be a wonderful addition to that board. Any further discussion? There being none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Ayes have it and so ordered. Thank you. Order 25-36, order of the City of Richmond appointing a new member to the Section 8 Housing Authority Board.
Whereas there is a vacancy on the Section 8 Housing Board due to a recent resignation, and whereas there's a citizen that has expressed an interest in serving and has made a commitment to attend all meetings. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following individual is hereby appointed to the City of Richmond Section 8 Housing Authority Board. Jamie Jordan, term expiring January 9th, 2026. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's Order 25-36. May we have a motion, please, bring the floor for discussion and approval?
So moved.
Commissioner
Second.
Cole, Commissioner Brewer, is there any discussion? Let me mention, well, I just looked at it. Slow down, Robert, slow down.
Sorry.
Whew. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's what I
He
thought.
waved.
Yeah, Jamie is here, done a considerable amount of work with the folks at the Madison Home. Even before that, the Room in the Inn project now is doing great work with Enrich and doing what he does well. So he's here tonight. Any further discussion? There being none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Thank you. Order 25-37, in order of the City of Richmond hiring a candidate for the Police Department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas the City of Richmond is in need of police officers to meet the needs of the citizens of the community, and whereas a recommendation for hiring has been made by Police Chief Richardson. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following individuals hired as police officer for the City of Richmond, contingent on a satisfactory completion of all requisite background checks, effective at such time that they report to the Department of Criminal Justice Training on a pay rate of fiscal year 24-25 pay scale, pay grade 4, effective March 10th, 2025. This individual will complete a 20-week training course at the DOCJT when slots become available and will serve a probationary period of 18 months. Tyler Story. This order shall become effective immediately upon adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Chief, is Mr. Story here? Yeah, sure.
Mayor, I think you said it best. I usually only have the candidate stand up, but Tyler's here with his wife Leah, and I like the way you put it, their family loaned them to us because it takes a whole team to do this. But Tyler, would you and Leah please stand? This is Tyler Story. He's a resident of Richmond. He graduated Madison Central High School in 2019. He was an athlete there. He's been employed as a painter, and he and his wife have been married. How long again, Tyler? Got married in September. So they're strong in their faith, and he enjoys spending time with his family and playing golf and going to the gym. So this is Tyler's Story.
Thank you. Welcome. May we have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to bring forward, a motion by Commissioner Cole, second by Commissioner Brewer, that we adopt Order 25-37. Any discussion? There being none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
I can't hear him, Mayor.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, no?
Good job, Jim.
The moon's not in line tonight, is it?
Order 25-38, an order of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Richmond, Kentucky, extending the bidding period for the new police station construction project. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas the city has completed the design work and now ready for bids out for the construction portion of the new police station project. And whereas the city's procurement policy only allows up to 21 days for the bidding on the projects. And where the scope of the construction project necessitates the lengthening of the bidding period from 21 days to 60 days for companies to fully evaluate and accurately price the work. Now therefore be it ordered that the bidding period for the new police station project is extended from 21 days to 60 days by the Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I made that correction also.
Yep.
You've heard the reading of Order 25-38. May we have a motion, please, bring to the floor for discussion and approval.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Goble, Commissioner Newby, is there any discussion?
Mayor, if I may?
Yes, sir, please.
Our current procurement policy allows no less than 7 days and no more than 21 days to put something out to bid, so we're requesting to extend this to 60 days. Our final design meeting is Friday, March 7th, and thereafter, the engineering company will put it out to bid. So they feel like probably more like 45 to 60 days is a better bid period time for contractors to price this project.
Excellent, excellent. Any further discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, no? Thank you. Ayes have it. Order 25-39, an order of the City of Richmond adopting two policies for the Richmond Police Department. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas the police department is in process of rolling out a new policy and program for the department, and whereas it is recommended practice that the adopted sections of the policy and procedure manual are completed and reviewed, and whereas this policy has been reviewed by all appropriate parties, including the city attorney, and foresees this new initiative to great potential for the growth and the success of the future. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following policies and procedures for the Richmond Police Department are hereby adopted by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners as official policies for the Police Department, which will relate to Code 4 program and critical incidents. Section 6.04, officers involved shooting and critical incidents. Section 6.05, wellness and support. These policies are attached here to the order and will become a permanent part of the order. The policy adopted by this order shall also become a permanent part of the Richmond Police Policies and Procedures Manual. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's Order 25-39. May we have a motion, please, to bring to the floor for discussion and approval.
So moved.
Commissioner Brewer,
Second.
Commissioner Goble. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? It's the policy, Madam. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby.
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole.
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Order 25-40, order of the City of Richmond hiring an employee for the recycle department. Madam Clerk,
Whereas
please.
the recycle department is in need of a full-time laborer due to a recent resignation, and whereas the position was advertised and interviews conducted, and whereas the city manager has recommended a hire for the position. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following individuals hired contingent upon their successful completion of the city's pre-employment requirements as laborer one for the recycle department, effective March 10th, 2025, pay grade 1, Cameron Moore. He is an at-will employee and will serve a 1-year probationary period. This order shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of
Thank you, Madam
Commissioners.
Clerk. That's Order 25-40. May we have a motion, please, to bring the floor for discussion and approval?
I move.
Commissioner Newby,
Second.
Commissioner Brewer. Is there any discussion? How is their staffing?
This will fill their staffing with this position.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Further discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Resolution 25-02, a resolution of the City of Richmond in support of naming a public bridgeway in honor of Bill Strong. Madam Clerk, please.
Whereas the Richmond City Commission wishes to recommend that the bridge located on State Highway 52 be named in honor of Bill Strong. And whereas Bill Strong is a deserving of recognition for past Madison County Magistrate, Richmond Mayor, and Richmond City Commissioner to be named in his honor and memory. Now therefore be it resolved by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners that the bridge on Lancaster Road, Highway 52 at mile point 21.7 is hereby renamed and supported as Bill Strong Memorial Bridge in recognition and honor of the accomplishments of Bill Strong in the area of Madison County and the City of Richmond. This recommendation shall be forwarded onto the State Transportation Cabinet and General Assembly for the Commonwealth of Kentucky for final determination. This resolution shall be in full force and effect upon reading and adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This is Resolution 25-02. May we have a motion, please, to bring to the floor for discussion and its approval?
So moved.
Commissioner
Second.
Brewer, Commissioner Cole. Is there any discussion? Anything we want to mention?
This was a request
Fitting
from,
tribute.
House Representative Deanna Fraser Gordon. She called me last week so we could get this, and she needs it for the Transportation Cabinet in Frankfurt to get this started. So it came from Deanna Fraser.
Excellent. Any further discussion? Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Brewer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Mayor Blythe?
Yes, thank you. This is the public comments period. Is anyone here tonight to make comments from the audience? Okay, there's no one. Mr. City Manager, please.
I just have one item. I'll be out of the office Thursday and Friday attending the Kentucky City Managers Association Conference in Lexington. So if anything comes up, you can call me or call Lisa. It's always a good event to network with fellow city managers. A lot of good information shared. Look forward to it. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you, sir. Commissioner Newby?
I don't have anything, sir.
All right. Commissioner Goble?
I'm good, thanks.
All righty. Commissioner Brewer?
Just one thing, if you can, next week or our next commission meeting, have an update on this Turpin Drive in that area about the cleanup.
I've got an update for you. I'll share with you when we go into executive session, and then I'll give you another update at the next meeting.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Cole?
I'm good, thank you.
All righty. Let me run a couple of things by us. The Section 8 Management Assessment Program, CMAP for short. The Section 8 Management Assessment Program, referred to as CMAP, is designed to assess whether the Section 8 tenant-based assistance programs operate to help eligible families afford decent rental units at the correct subsidy cost. CMAP also establishes a system for HUD to measure PHA performance in key Section 8 program areas and to assign performance ratings. CMAP provides procedures for HUD to identify PHA management capabilities, Public Housing Authority, capabilities and deficiencies in order to target monitoring and program assistance more effectively. Public housing authorities can use the CMAP performance analysis to assess and improve their own program operations. CMAP is best referred to as a report card of the agency. With that being said, let me ask Susan Lillis to come. United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, Kentucky Field Office, has issued a Certificate of Excellence in Management Performance presented to the City of Richmond in recognition of exemplary performance for fiscal year ended June 30, 2024, under the Section 8 Management Assessment Program, CMAP, as evidenced by the authority's overall high performer rating. This is signed by J. Carroll Spencer, Director of the Office of Public Housing, February 11, 2025. and she presented it to us at the meeting in Lexington, and I wanted everyone to know how we're performing. Susan, where are you? Certainly, thank you for the work that you and your staff do. And this gives me pride. You want to say anything about that? Just
We have 7 employees, and all of us are trained. I've trained everyone to cross-reference to help and assist anyone that comes into the office. I'm very proud of everyone that works with us, and we try to help everyone that we can. So we actually have 774 vouchers through the housing agency is what we assist in Madison County. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's get centered. Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, you've been hiding it, so.
Thank you. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Good job. Thank you.
This is what we've done today over at Kinder Drive. There'll be a lot more added to it next time around. It's dark. Yeah, it's a constant call.
Let me mention one other thing before we go into executive session. Let me get all mushy. But a year ago, I put a challenge when visiting the teen center. Put a challenge before those young people. I said, you know, I've been thinking after all this time, the city of Richmond has done nothing official to honor the life and work of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So I told the kids, I want you to come up with something that you can suggest we ought to do. One of the kids, even at that time, that was a year ago, threw his hand up and said, why don't we do that? And I said, oh, great. Give that suggestion to your fellows, and then we can come up with something that all of you perhaps agree on. Well, today, I was scheduled to be with them, and just to say a few things, and then they said, Mayor, we've got something we want to present to you. A couple of girls got together, and you can't see these, but if you'd like, I'll put them down where you can. But a couple of girls they designed a reflection park, a reflection sitting area. Has a bell, they want to put his picture and his name on it and so on, and then some benches around it. Surrounded also by flowers, each of which has a particular meaning. I won't read it, but they've got it all here. And I simply said to them with a couple of comments about somebody's got some onion in here. But they took it seriously and did a tremendous job, Jamie. I want you to see this. And I said, somewhere along the line, we'll find the place to put this. We can do no less. And I said this also. What you have done lets me know that there is hope. With all that we see and hear, there is hope. And these young people in that teen center, so know that what happens in that teen center is some good stuff. And this is the evidence. So,
And Mayor, where
yes,
am I
sir.
gonna be putting that?
So what's that?
Where might we be putting that?
I think it was suggested that at one of the entrances as you come into the park.
Okay.
Right at the top of a hill there somewhere. So So we'll go out and take a look at it, yeah. Oh, you weren't aware? Oh, okay. Yes, indeed, though. We'll find a place to put it, and we'll see what it requires. But I appreciated that, and in Black History Month also, but those kids were serious about it. And as I say, we could no less than support what they presented. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, each of the flowers has a meaning. Anyway, that's enough. Okay. I think that's it. See, tomorrow we have, tomorrow, is Deaton gone? Tomorrow, I'll be spending the day in Frankfurt. Anybody else going to the city night, city day, city night? I've got a board meeting in the morning. But we'll be in Frankfurt with the Kentucky League of Cities and with some of our legislators, an opportunity to discuss some of the issues that are before us and also to get some direction on some things. The city of Richmond did, let me make sure, yeah, the city of Richmond did actually vote that we would not support any efforts to remove from us, we're joining with other communities, in the collection of our own taxes. We don't want that moved to Frankfurt because it's got to be handled by other hands, another department, and take their bit off the top, and we would not get 100% of our taxes. Just know that we have officially voted no to do that. May we have a motion, please, that we will go into executive session according to KRS 61.810, subsection 1, subsection F, regarding personnel.
So moved.
Commissioner Cole,
Second?
Commissioner Goble. Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes?
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer? Mayor Blythe?
Yes, those of you who are here, if you wish to wait, we'll be coming back in in probably a very short time. You know, Jim was about right, wasn't he?
He was.
Remember what you said?
This ain't my first rodeo.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Everybody's back in? All right, maybe have a motion, please, that we return from executive session to regular session.
I
So
move.
moved. Oh, second.
All right, Commissioner Newby, Commissioner Cole.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer, Commissioner Cole.
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Now we have a motion, please, that we will amend the agenda to include Order 25-41.
So moved.
Commissioner Cole,
Second.
Commissioner Brewer.
Commissioner Newby,
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer. Commissioner Cole.
Yes.
Commissioner Goble,
Yes.
Mayor Blythe.
Yes, thank you. Madam Clerk, please, would you give us Order 25-41?
An order of the City of Richmond adjusting an employee status, whereas the Planning and Zoning Department is in need of additional staff as the workload has increased, and whereas there's an employee within the city that currently is already assisting with those tasks and meets all the requirements, and whereas the Planning and Zoning Department has budgeted for this adjustment. Now therefore be it ordered by the City of Richmond Board of Commissioners that the following employee in the Codes Enforcement Department hereby has changed their employment lateral status from administrative assistant to planning clerk effective March 3rd, 2025 at the same pay grade to Deborah Lavasser. Original hire date in Codes Enforcement, it was in 2017. This employee will serve a one-year probationary period. This order shall be effective immediately upon adoption by the Richmond City Board of Commissioners.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That's Order 25-41. May we have a motion, please, to bring to the floor for discussion and approval?
So moved.
Commissioner Cole?
Second.
And Commissioner Newby. Is there any discussion? There being none at this time, Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Brewer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Mayor Blythe?
Yes, thank you. Let me back up just a second, just Madam Clerk, for
Yes.
the record. When I asked for the motion, and you notice I've started doing that, the motion that we come out of executive session into regular session, I need to add to that little script, no action having been taken. We don't take action, just in case there's someone who would ask. All hearts and minds clear?
Yep.
Thank you all so much. It's been a great day, and lots of wonderful things have happened in our community. All hearts and minds being clear, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move.
Commissioner Newby?
Second.
Commissioner Goble? Madam Clerk, please.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Goble?
Yes.
Commissioner Newby?
Yes.
Commissioner Brewer? Mayor Blythe?
Yes, thank you, thank you. And he was right.